What's going on YouTube? GeoSnow right here. So in today's video we're going to discuss about the Spring Jailbreak, which is an alleged iOS 10.3.3, 10.3.2 and iOS 10.3.1 upcoming jailbreak created by DevelopApple. Now it's made its way on Reddit, and I got a lot of links to it and a lot of links to the video demo posted by the developer, and I decided to make a debunking video since there are a lot of things that aren't really clear and some things are really wrong with this demo video. So yeah, at your request, I decided to just take a look and tell you what I believe about this. So the developer behind this is DevelopApple, and he seemed to have a lot of followers in here, nearly 9,000 followers, which is quite a lot, and it's an account made in 2011, so definitely not made yesterday, but we've been fooled before with fake jailbreak. For example, the Shig team, which yeah, it's pretty hard to now believe anybody saying that, they're going to make a jailbreak. He says in here, just call it Spring Jailbreak and it's coming soon. He even posted a couple screenshots for this, jailbreak running on various operating systems, and he's claiming that the jailbreak itself has been made with help from the Ziva exploit of Adam Donenfeld and possibly from Yalu, with parts from Yalu created by Luca. So let's take a look in here and see what else he posted. There is a screenshot that allegedly shows the uname A printout with the Darwin kernel version and so on, and with the custom printout with marijuana arm, which is part of the Yalu. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff in here. But the video itself, as I said, made its way to Reddit jailbreak, where some people started to debunk it in here. Supposed iOS 10.3.3 jailbreak by DevelopApple debunked. And according to them, there are a couple things wrong with this video, and hence the big number of dislikes that came out after that. Well, the video itself pretty much shows a demo. He has a device in here which shows the wallpaper of the iOS 11. Well, in fact, it's running iOS 10.x. You can tell that by the icons in here. And at some point he shows more of the icons, and he has the App Store of the iOS 10, not the iOS 11. Anyways, he also shows the fact that he's running the iOS 10.3.1 in here, not iOS 11, so the background is just a little bit deceptive, I guess. Anyways, I believe that he's not even running iOS 10.3.1. In my opinion, he's running iOS 10.2 or 10.1.1 or 10.2.1, and he pretty much changed a couple plist files in there, but I cannot tell for sure. Anyways, he shows the fact that Cydia would not open. He's already jailbroken with his tool. Let me make this a little bit bigger. He's already jailbroken with his tool because he has Cydia in there, and he shows the fact that tapping on Cydia does absolutely nothing because he did not apply the jailbreak after a reboot, which hints to a semi-untethered jailbreak just like Yalu or Saigon is. Well, let's move on. Nothing wrong up to this point. So this is the actual tool. Now it looks professional. It looks like a jailbreak tool that you might be using, and yeah, it's called Spring. It says jailbreak iOS 10.3.1 to 10.3.3. Your iPhone 7.1 is not jailbroken. You have a button to jailbreak, and yeah, it says iOS 10.3.1 is supported, thanks to Adam Donenfeld and Luca by DevelopApple. So he made an application. Well, that's okay. Let's move on in here. He pretty much presses the jailbreak button and it starts spitting out whatever it is doing at that point, bypassing, patching and stuff like that. But one thing pointed out even on Reddit that is actually wrong is this downloading Cydia. Well, you already have Cydia installed at the beginning of the video, since you show that you are already jailbroken, but the jailbreak is not applied because you've rebooted the device. Well, downloading Cydia again and installing Cydia again after every reboot, when you're trying to re-jailbreak your phone, would not make sense, because that would wipe out the entire list of, you know, tweaks that you installed and stuff like that. There is no point into reinstalling Cydia every time you read Jailbreak, which is a big flaw in your Jailbreak if this is real, which is not. So as you can see, at some point he's still downloading, but at some point he installs Cydia that was already installed at the beginning. If you take a look in here, he already has Cydia when the video starts. So what's the point of installing Cydia again? Anyways, he shows the fact that, you know, it resprings. The respring may appear to, you know, be legit, but it's not. There is a cut in there, and a fellow redditor has spotted the cut. This guy in here has spotted the cut at 0049 when when the you know, the screen cuts to black so that it resprings, and it's definitely visible if you're looking for that, but if you're not, it's not visible. Anyways, after the respring, you know, the alleged respring is going to be jailbroken. You can see it's running iOS 10.x by the fact that he does have the old notification styling here, and the App Store icon and the iTunes Store icons are the same. So is the calculator and stuff like that. So yeah, it's iOS 10.x for sure. He starts then Cydia, it loads normally, and you can see there you have it, is Cydia. And another thing that they posted out on Reddit is the fact that this is fake, because his advertisements are not, you know, starting in here in Cydia. Well, that's not really part of the argument, that's not part of the, you know, proof that it's fake, because on my jailbroken device on iOS 10.2 I cannot see the advertisement either. It shows the same white spaces in here, so I think it's a problem with Cydia rather than, you know, a problem with the jailbreak being fake. Don't get me wrong, the jailbreak is, in my opinion, 100% fake, but the simple fact that, you know, the advertisements are not showing in here is not really a point and minus for this jailbreak. Anyways, he scrolls, he shows the list of the tweaks. It's again showing the iOS 10.3.1 in Cydia, so whatever he did, he pretty much modified the plist of the device so that the device believes it's on iOS 10.3.1. That's pretty easy to do. You just have to navigate to core services, systeminfo.plist, to modify the string for the system version and for the build, you know, the build number, and there you have it. You have iOS 10.3.1 when in fact you're actually running iOS 10.2. And since there is not a visible difference, you cannot really tell whether a device is on iOS 10.3 or iOS 10.2 or stuff like that. So it's pretty much impossible to really tell unless you check. So yeah, he shows the you know, the sources available. The ModMyEye does have the correct icon in here, which is interesting, which makes me believe that this is really Cydia running. It might not be a fake application, it might be a real Cydia running, and it's running on a jailbroken firmware like 10.2 or 10.1.1, and he just you know, faked the version of the device, not the Cydia itself. Other fake jailbreaks are actually, you know, really on iOS 10.3.3, and since they cannot be jailbroken, they create a fake Cydia, and it looks pretty much like the real Cydia, but you really can tell that it's not Cydia if you're paying attention, especially if you've been using Cydia for quite a while. But in here it looks like the real Cydia, so he might be on a jailbroken firmware version, and he just, you know, spoofed the version in there, and that's how the video ends. Well, in my opinion, you should not wait for this jailbreak, because in my opinion it's not going to come anytime soon. The problem I have with this jailbreak demo is the fact that it lacks any sort of proof about the exploits. If it's actually built on publicly available exploits, why it's not open source yet? And there is a problem. He claims that he's using Ziva from, you know, Adam Donenfeld, but Ziva does not work on iOS 10.3.3, so how can you get iOS 10.3.3 jailbreak? Of course, he said that, you know, the device is running iOS 10.3.1, and the demo is on iOS 10.3.1, but at the same time, the title of the video and his tweets are saying that iOS 10.3.3 is compatible with this jailbreak, which would mean that he has a 0-day, a kernel exploit that is not publicly available, which I pretty much doubt because I never heard of him before as a security researcher, even though he does say here that he's a security researcher on iOS. Never heard of him before, no offense intended, yeah, I would simply not believe that this is a real jailbreak. I know that a lot of people are hyped about it because it looks pretty promising. I mean, the tool itself looks pretty okay, looks like a legit jailbreak tool, and probably that's one of the reasons you would believe it's a real jailbreak. But unless it's released and it really works, I would not believe until I see it, until I see an IPA that really jailbreaks with this Spring jailbreak. I would not believe, because if you remember, we've been fooled before with the Shig team jailbreak, which turned out to be a massive troll. So I would not believe this again until I see some more proof than, a couple images and a couple videos that can be easily edited, especially with those cuts in them. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's my opinion about this jailbreak created by DevelopApple. I have no idea how he has like 9,000 followers. The account is pretty old, July 2011, so again, it's not created like 3 days ago, I guess the number of followers doesn't really tell whether somebody is proven fake or not. So I pretty much have the same opinion as is stated in here in this post. So you can take a look at this guy's post here on subreddit Jailbreak, so you can make an idea what's going on. But anyways, the Ziva exploit has been patched in iOS 10.3.2, so it would not work on 10.3.3. In fact, I do not think there is any exploit that he could have used, any kernel exploit that he could have used, that is publicly available and we are aware of for iOS 10.3.3. The best we can get is the Ziva exploit, which is patched in iOS 10.3.3. There is a Wi-Fi exploit that works on iOS 10.3.3, but I really doubt he used that since it's not that easy. So that's my opinion about it. Well, if he does release anything and he proves himself as really having a jailbreak, well, my bad. But for the moment, I would stay very skeptical because it doesn't look like a legit jailbreak. Thanks for watching and stay safe. Peace out.